China has identified the cause of the
mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus. The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
Foreign nationals coming from China are now banned from entering the country.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
When it got to March, it was just like all the opportunities that I was looking at just vanished.
It's difficult. I mean, I've applied for loads of jobs and not heard anything back from anyone.
You have to just push on and really advise yourself that it's really not your fault.
And economists expect more jobs to be lost as the government's furlough scheme is phased out by the end of October. Meanwhile, Chancellor Rishi Sunak said he wouldn't extend furlough but would look at new ways to support jobs and employment.
So I have been doing commissions, I have done album covers, I have done art for prints. When the pandemic first started, I did have some worries about my career, especially since I couldn't go out and meet other artists, or I couldn't go to exhibitions or open events. So when the first lockdown hit, I had to take on some alternative work. So I started working for an art charity called Art Branches, and through them I managed to do some voluntary work to start off with, and then I got some paid work. And actually it was a really good way of keeping busy and working with the local community, being outside and supporting my artwork financially.
So I was working as a dancer in circuses, in hotels, in dinner shows. I also was doing teaching alongside it. So in between each contract, I would have teaching jobs. Before the first lockdown, I was actually working in primary schools, going in and teaching dance. So in the actual first lockdown, my job in my eyes was kind of gone. My plans for the future were kind of over. And yeah, that for me was maybe even one of the hardest points in my life, because I just didn't know what I was doing. And I actually found a temporary job working from home, sending out emails to clients to deal with legal and financial areas. I did not have a clue what I was saying, but I knew I had to make it work. I was also doing part-time teaching. Obviously that had to move all online. So I had to kind of completely change my mindset, try and work it out. So first of all, I had to sort out a place that I could do it. So I had to move my tables, I had to move my chairs. I then had to set up my laptop. And to be honest, some of the kids did still do really well, but a lot of them, they just didn't have that same kind of sense of focus.
I think I would be speaking on behalf of every creative and every artist when I say that it has been difficult to find inspiration and to be creative when you're so trapped during a lockdown. Yeah, I think you have to be able to find something, you know, deep within, because without that there's really no inspiration.
There's so much I miss about dancing and teaching in real life, everything. I can't say one thing because it's everything, you know. It's when something's your passion, it's a different feeling. You like, even teaching, even dance teaching, I would do it for free. I would pay to do it. And for that to kind of be taken away, even not doing classes or not doing what I love to do is a really hard thing, and it's a horrible feeling. It is a horrible feeling.
Have you ever received any kind of government help? Has the government done anything? Have you reached out? Is there anything on offer?
So unfortunately for me, I am self-employed like most dancers, and there's not a lot of help available.
No, of course not. Definitely not.
So I didn't receive any help. That was part of why I had such a massive panic in that first lockdown.
No, the government do not care about the creative industry at all. They see it as something which is not an essential job.
I really don't believe that they have supported creative industries the way they should have. I mean, this has been going on a long time.
They just see it as a luxury and not a necessity. But actually, if they looked around them, they'd realise that there are filmmakers everywhere. There's graphic designers designing the billboards. There's musicians making the music we listen to. Actors that are on TV making the entertainment that they're watching in the evenings. Artists that have improved people's mental health by doing community workshops.
Even going back to when in school I said, oh, I want to be a dancer, everyone kind of laughed at me and it didn't even help me. And has gone through right away into this pandemic as well. It's just been forgotten about. They forget the need that people have that have this creative side to them. It's how people learn, it's how little ones develop if you expose them to all of these kind of things.
I can't pretend that everyone can do exactly the same job that they were doing at the beginning of this crisis, and that's why we've put a lot of our extra resource into trying to create new opportunities for people. Everyone is having to find ways to adapt and adjust to the new reality, and that's what we all have to do.
Rishi Sunak's comments and ideas about us artists having to retrain are ludicrous in every sense of the word.
So when I saw the ads of Fatima could retrain in cyber, I thought it was quite disgusting, to be honest. I've spent my whole life training to do this one thing, I've done it since I was 3 years old. That's a hell of a lot of money, time, energy, passion that's gone into it, and it's not as simple as just retrain, do something else.
We should not have to retrain because we are incredibly skilled in what we do, and the things that we provide to the world are essential.
You're actually wasting a vital industry. You're not utilising what they can give you, It gives you so much more than just dance, singing or art. It gives you culture, it gives you passion, it gives you creativity. It teaches kids so much. When I'm teaching them to dance, I'm not just teaching them to dance, I'm teaching them to count, I'm teaching coordination, all of these things, and you're not utilising it.
So no, the answer is no, the government have not supported the artists or any creatives. And the answer is also a firm no, whether I think that that's going to change, sadly.